you visualize something. Yeah? Now in Hajj, like what I have informed all of you the last week, that is important is the movement. Yeah? Is the movement, is the action, not the recitation. Recitation is very limited. You don't have long dua that was taught by the Prophet. Round 1, round 2, round 3, all these are something added later on. Yeah, the only dua that all of us have memorized, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban. This is alhamdulillah. All of us memorize this dua, so no problem. So that dua clear. The rest all are short. Yeah? So when we are in the state of ihram, you know already. Yeah? In the state of ihram, the situation is all the do and don't will start from there. Not from here, not even from the airport. It's only when before we land Jeddah airport, where the I think the sister can come under the shade, no problem. Yeah, you can see me. Yeah? Everybody hear me? Clear and loud, yeah? Alhamdulillah. Now, first, everybody's intention is there. You have prepared yourself. You're in the airport, check in, everything. You go in. You have the departure lounge. From there, the woman is ready for the ihram. Yeah, only the man start to change. Yeah, the normal garment to the ihram. But we don't have all the do and do just to prepare ourselves before we reach Miqat. When you reach Miqat, the announcement will be made in the airline and then in the aeroplane. Then we will start to say Labbaik Allahumma Umratan, because we are performing Hajj Tamattu. Even we are almost very close to 8 of Zulhijjah, but there's no issue. We are going there. Once we landed, we rest for a while, we move to Makkah to our Umrah. Now, Tawaf and Sa'i for Umrah, for Hajj is the same. Yeah? So I'm going to show you first. When we enter Makkah, after we're going to do our first Umrah, look at the Kaaba. Yeah? That's where we are going in first. We walk in, and then I'm going to show you first. Yeah? Now I think if I'm going to show you, can come nearer. Yeah? But the heat over here is still bearable. The heat over there also is okay. Now, we do not know from which gate we are going in yet. Yeah? But whatever we are coming in, normally we walk. Most of the gate is from this area. Yeah? Imagine the gate from this area. But this is Hajar Aswad. Maybe the gate may come from there. We may walk in, and then we start to walk slowly. Now, when we are coming in already this area, there is where our team must stand close to each other. All the ladies will be in the middle and will be escorted by the brothers, the husband, and some of the committee, the staff of MKM will be behind, and some will be in front. Then I would try to be in the middle or just in front, but in the center. So everybody is using this here. I think when I say something, you can hear me better, because at that time we cannot use others speaker because it will disturb others. So this is a very practical thing for us to do. So we are walking slowly. When you see the Kaaba, when you enter the mosque, then the talbiyah stop. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Stop. No more talbiyah. And then you say Allahumma antas salam wa minkas salam tabarakta ya jal jalali wa ikram. There's only one. Yeah, the Omar recited. When you look at Kaaba, then we are going to walk slowly. Now this is where the Hajar Aswad. When you arrive this corner, because we cannot get close at all. So the man, the ihram, now the shoulder, the right shoulder is exposed now. That's the time you expose. Yeah, your right shoulder. For the woman, it's the same. Yeah, you're dressing. So you say, what you have to say, Allahumma imanan bik wa tasdiqan bi kitabik wa wafa'an bi ahdik wa ittiba'an bi sunnati nabika Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Do you memorize this? Not yet, no problem. You still have a lot of the man. This is the only for the first round. Only for the first round. It's not difficult. Allahumma imanan bik wa tasdiqan bi kitab is about Allah, is about the book, the Quran, is about the promise of Allah to us and our promise to him. And then about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We say we are here to follow Prophet Muhammad. Wattiba'an bis sunnati nabika means we are here to follow the Prophet. Then say Bismillah, Allah Akbar. No kissing because you don't touch the blackstone. Just isyarat Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. You start to move. If the man was given some space, if you have, it's not so crowded, the man can come out. This was here, the man. But if you can't do that, then you just walk normal. Ramah only apply for men, no woman. Women don't do that. Woman, if woman, they walk. Then you always just walk. No specific dua by the Prophet. Anything you can make. Any language. That's the beautiful of Allah. Yeah, any language, no problem. So you have your own hajat, your own needs. What you want from Allah, just ask. Allah loves people who call upon Him. And Allah calls us to make dua, not to read dua. There's a big difference between reading and making dua from your heart. Yeah, that is important. That's more. Now this is how the Maqam Ibrahim is further. It's not so far away anyhow. You may pass, but don't get close to this area. Here is the jam area. Because a lot of people want to do extra wrong thing here. Everything is a test. This also can be a test. People keep on chasing, move, move, move. People still want to come. And then they will block the flow. We don't get even closer. We try to go further away. And then read whatever you read, any language you like. Now you're coming to this corner now, you keep on moving like normal until you reach this corner. Rukun Yamani. Rukun Yamani, if you can touch, of course we don't touch. So you just walk. When you reach the area, immediately all the other dua stop. Except one. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة في الآخرة حسنة. Repeat the same one. Maybe you may have enough time to say about 7 to 10 times because of the traffic. Yeah. When you reach here again, Bismillah Allahu Akbar. Second round. Each time you reach that corner, then Rabbana Atina starts. Yeah. There are other people who recite more things. Don't follow because it's not from the Prophet. From the Prophet, straightforward. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana qina. Some will add Ya Aziz, Ya Ghaffar, all these things. You don't have to do that. Just stick to the Prophet's recitation. Khalas. Now, coming to the last round. Yeah? The last round is the round that we are going further out. Because we are not going to get, because the inner part will be jammed. We are going out. When you reach here, there's no more Bismillah. It's end. 7 already. Then you start to, I encourage people to keep on moving, follow the flow. You can go from that direction, but that is where the jam is. You follow the flow until you see Maqam Ibrahim. Then after Maqam Ibrahim, a bit, there is a bit. Why? Because we are going to move out and then take a U-turn again from inside to go back to this zone. Here you are here already. Then you are here. Now you have to go backwards so that you want to see this way. You want to face this. There will be a place for the sisters and the brothers. Just be patient, don't rush, and then we pray to Rakat. Two Rakat. First Rakat, you recite Fatiha and Qul Ya Ayyuhal Kafirun. Second Rakat, Al-Fatiha, Qul Hum. Why these two surah? These two surah remind you about who we are. Number one, that we are Muslim, and the people who are not yet Muslim, they are different and we are different. To remind us that please remember we Muslims are not the same like the non-Muslim. The believer is not like the non-believer. They have their value, we have our value. They have their way of doing things, we have our own way. So, to remind us, and then the second rakat after Fatih, you say Qul Huwallah, is to remind us how important to strengthen your belief, to strengthen your aqidah towards Allah Rabbul Alamin. Because that is the most important thing in our life, to make sure that you have the right faith, the right iman. When you have the right iman, you have a good ending. Our iman all is tested. People who go to Mecca also was tested. Somebody will go crazy and go and hang themselves, and then on the Kaaba like a Spider-Man. You know, they don't want to move from there. That is not from the Prophet. We are not worshipping Kaaba. Kaaba is a Qibla, our direction, to unite the Ummah. Khalas. Yeah. Hajar Aswad also, Umar said, if I don't see the Prophet kiss you, oh black stone, I will not kiss you. You are just a stone. But I kiss because I saw the Prophet kiss. That is the Aqidah. Yeah. Now, after you pray 2 rakat, you are going to, where is Sa'i? Yeah. This is Marwa and Safa. Yeah. This is very near. Yeah. After the prayer, all the brothers and sisters, you can make a dua. Anything you want to make, you can make. Your dua will make the sujood, the last sujood in your 2 rakat prayer. After Subhana Rabbil A'la 3 times, anything you want to ask, you ask. You can read in Arabic, but not from the Quran. Don't recite any Quran while you are in the state of ruku' and sujood. The Prophet forbid us. So, you can recite in Arabic other than the Quran, if you want to recite. If not, you can make dua from your heart without any recitation, any language. No problem. Okay? Then after that, now behind here, after Makkah, you pray 2 rakat. Behind at the back is where the Zamzam is in the, they have no more going down. Last time you can still walk down and look at the there. Now no more. Nobody can see that anymore because it's dangerous, slippery, a lot of accidents, so they have covered it up. So everywhere is for you to pray now. Then you walk backward. There's a time the brothers will take the Zamzam water and pass it to the sister. The sister don't have to rush. And let the brother do. This is where we help each other. And then we'll go in again, and then we'll pass the Zamzam. Everybody hold the Zamzam water. Use your right hand, Bismillah, and then you make your intention. When you want to drink the Zamzam water, please, Zamzam water go according to our intention. If your intention, may Allah quench your thirst, you quench your thirst. But you say, oh Allah, only you know what is in my body. What is happening inside us, no one knows except Allah. Even doctor do not know. That's why you got to go this X-ray, MRI, and go further R&D. Only Allah knows. Ask Allah to heal whatever sickness we have inside our body. That's all. And don't drink like a camel. That means one sip. No. 1 cup at least 3 times. 1. Put another intention, twice, and that's it. And somebody will want to use the Zamzam and pour on the head. Don't do it. But there's a place for you if you want. But don't. Normally there will be also there are people who go in that process. No, because you put the water is full. This is for driving, not for water. After that, we are walking to Safa or Marwa. Now Safa is there. Now we are walking up. When we walk up to the Safa, when we are walking, there's no other dua recitation. Just anything you want to recite, you recite. No special dua. When you come into the Safa and the hill, there is, but now it's marble. You don't experience the hills, hills. So then we start to say, Inna Safa wal Marwata min sha'airillah. From Hajj al-Bayta, you recite that from the Quran. You just recite. Now this is the small thing. People will start to stop here and face Kaaba. You have to face Kaaba before you start to sign. We don't stop there. We are going further. There one corner here, after the bukit, where they have enough space for us to make dua. We don't block the flow. That is one thing. People have very little education, and maybe people are not aware. When they see Safa, they just come in and then stand face Qibla. They are going to block. Maybe you cannot focus, you cannot ask Allah to peace because there are a lot of movement. So we move, just follow, then come to this area. We are blocked now. This is a hill. Now the hill you cannot even climb up. Last time we always climb up. Why? Because a lot of people got accident there. And some people, when they went up, they're going to come down. They want to stay there. It is a problem. So now they have seal up. The real hill is seal up. So all the other part is marble. Very easy for you to stand. So you are blocked, then you face Kaaba, and then you make the dua. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu lahul hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. La ilaha illallah wahdahu anjada wa'da nasra abda wa hazna ahla wahda. Then you can make dua in any language. I will guide you for what, the rest you can just recite. Everybody may have their own thing that they need from Allah. But we don't have to do long dua from the beginning. Then we start to move. Then there's the dua, the Prophet said, Abda bima bada Allah. I start from where Allah wants me to start. That's the meaning. So we are walking down. Marwa to Safa to Marwa. When you start to go down, there's a green light. There's a green light on the wall, ceiling, to show you this is where Ramah, for the men. And then there's another green light. After you cross that green light, then you stop. Marwa is easy for you can still stand on the original rock, but it's been make it so safe. You can stand safely, no problem. Just have patience. Then when you reach Marwa, the same happen. What happened in Safa? You face the Qibla, and then you make Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, the same kind of zikr. And then you make dua, then you walk, going down to Safa. When you come down near to the Safa, the green light is there. Then you Ramal again, only men. Side by side with the sisters. At any time, any point, we feel very thirsty. Tired. Take a break. Move towards the side. There is Zamzam water around you. You can even go to Zamzam place, drink some water, take a break for a while, and then we continue. Yeah? No problem. Sa'i you can do that because you are just on the way. And then you continue. One round. Start Safa, Marwa, 1. Marwa, Safa, 2. So you start here, you end. Each time when you reach the hill, you still face Kaaba and say the same thing. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. The zikr is the same. And the dua, you can do whatever dua you want to ask. Other than that, while you are walking, also you are free to ask any language. That's the beauty of Hajj. This is an ibadah, but this ibadah allows you to move around, talk with each other, remind each other, and you can speak in any language. Okay? So you end Marwa. After Marwa, and now we have finished the ritual for Umrah. Umrah finished. You just have to go back to the hotel and then you cut your hair. For the sister, you cut her the tip. The size. For the guy, it's good to cut the hole. You go to the barber, you know what to do. Take a 3 or 4, then you ask. Because you want to shave later, make it shorter. Then now we are free. We are back to normal. We'll be staying in Mina and Azizia maybe only 1 more day or 2 days maximum. Who are going on the 7th? That means 1 or 2 days. Then we are going to be back in Ihram for Hajj. Now it's Hajj. So from Azizia, we are not staying very far. Where is Azizia? Where is Mina? There is Mina. Azizia is beside Mina. Now we are going to Hajj. We are staying. Our hotel is not far. It's about 20 minutes maximum walking to our camp. It's very close. This is the best arrangement. Yeah. So after Fajr on the 8th, we will pray Fajr in the masjid. There they have a praying hall in the building, the hotel. And then after that, we have our breakfast. We remind everybody about what to do. And then everybody will go back to their room, take a bath. Like how you take a bath when you want to go to the airport from here, when you want to do Umrah. Yeah? So you take a bath, the wusul, a religious bath, take major ablution. And then guide everybody, if you have things to cut, you cut. Anything you do with your body, you do it before that. And then you wear your ihram. We meet up again at the lobby. Then we start to recite our intention, labbaik Allahumma Hajj. Then you start, Allahumma mahalli haythu habasani, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, start again. Then we are going to walk. If you ask me, I don't know how they arrange it. We are going to walk out to other country. Okay. Yeah. Normally, if there is easy, it's easy to walk. Because the transportation will be there, but for you to go in, the transportation has to make a very big round. Normally. You see how it goes. But if they allow you to walk, walk. I love to walk. I think you all enjoy walking. Because it's not easy to walk there. Because it's just 20 minutes, you arrive. Then you walk, you go to your hotel. Now we will be here before Zohar. The important thing, we must be in our camp, the Khemah, before Zohar. The Prophet wants us to pray 5 prayers, Mina, from the 8th 4 prayer, overnight. On the 9th morning Fajr, you pray 5 prayers. Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, sleep, and then until Fajr. 5 prayers on the 8th to the 9th. Yeah, this is where you mubit. This is Tarwiyah. This is the beginning of Hajj, the Tarwiyah. Yeah. Then the Tarwiyah starts on the 8th. You reach there, you may reach there early, rest. We can have some ongoing reminder, tazkirah, and then pray Zohar. After you pray Zohar, you don't pray Jamak here, and you don't pray Tamam. You pray Qasar, or 4 rakat, 2 rakat. You don't combine. The Prophet will not combine over here. So you pray, you rest. We discuss. Asr come in, we pray, we rest. Normally, either we do it before Maghrib or even after Maghrib, no rush. Then I will always bring Jama'ah out now, from here, from the tent. Where? To this Jumrah. To this Jumrah, where we are going to stone, the Satan. So this is symbolic. But remember, Shaitan is not there waiting for you. Yeah? He's not there. He's everywhere. He's in you, in me. So just want to show you the area. It's like it's a battlefield here. And before the time for you to declare war with Satan, you must learn the strategy and understand. So the first one that is near to Mecca is here. This Aqaba is the first one, the big one. Yeah, the big one. But you must remember the big one is close to our hotel in Aziziyah. From here, you may walk 15 minutes. Alhamdulillah. You are in the hotel. But we are not going to the hotel, of course. Yeah. I'm going to show you first, because on the 8th, everybody, according to the Prophet's command, you must sleep one night, 8 until 9. That's why we sleep there. Yeah. Then we'll bring you for a tour. No more Jumrah yet. It's just for a tour to identify this is the area, this is the zone. And then we'll come back to the camp. And then we have some tazkirah, we have dinner and everything. We rest. Anything that you want to ask me, all of you have the opportunity to ask me, and prepare ourselves for the big day, Arafah day. Because tomorrow morning, after Fajr, prepare ourselves, we are moving to Arafah. The transportation is ready, and they are going to bring us to Arafah. Now, we will reach Arafah quite fast. Yeah? Before you reach Arafah, normally the bus will pass through Muzdalifah. Then you reach Arafah. You go to your camp. You'll be there 9, maybe 8, 9 a.m. you'll be there. So breakfast is still there. A lot of food is ready. You know, so you have your breakfast there, rest. Wukuf do not start here. The wukuf start after Zuhr. You are there earlier just to rest. And then when Azan Zuhr, before Azan now we alert everybody, the masjid is far away from our camp. Normally before we bring Jum'ah to pray at the mosque. But there was one experience, the Jama'ah get lost. And we have somebody who have heat stroke because we are not used to be under the sun for that long. Because there will be a khutbah in Arafah. So if you will go to the masjid, prayer plus khutbah may take you minimum 45 minutes. And 45 minutes under the sun. So now we don't encourage. We will make our prayer in our camp where we are. We will give some khutbah there and then we rest. Then after our prayer and then khutbah, then wukuf starts. Wukuf starts. And wukuf ends when sunset. So we'll be there, we take a break. After lunch, we take a break. Rest, have a good rest. Because you need that rest. You are going to sleep overnight Muzdalifah. Muzdalifah is a different night. The first night in Mina, you are still okay. Very comfortable. But in Muzdalifah, you are not sleeping under any tent. It's a 1,000-star hotel. You can see the star while you're sleeping. This is the biggest campsite in the world. Millions of people is just sleeping under the sun or under the sky with the minimum, no mattress for us. Don't think of mattress. I think they do have a carpet. The carpet not in Mina. Carpet, yes. But they have prepared maybe for all of us some the travel bag. But now, inshallah, you will have a good rest. Now, when you are moving, probably we are going to move out from Arafah. Arafah, we wait after Zuhr, we have lunch, sleep, don't work. Whatever you want to make dua, you can think of. And then after Asar, local time after Asar, you can hear the azan not from the masjid. The masjid only azan once in a year. The masjid Namira function, one azan in a year and 2 prayers, Zuhr and Asar. Jamak ta'dim. 2 rakat Zuhr, 2 rakat Asar. And then after the local azan, we encourage all Jama'ah to get out from the tent. There were a lot of trees around us. And then face the Qibla, make your dua. That dua is a very powerful dua. Because whoever asks Allah in Arafah, your prayer will not be rejected. But you must be sincere and humble and ask something that makes sense. Don't ask, oh Allah, I want to be Prime Minister. Then you know you are not politician. So don't do nonsense. Be humble and ask Allah what you really need for yourself, for the family. Okay? But anytime when you want to ask Allah for anything, brother and sister, I highly recommend that all of you ask Allah for forgiveness. We have a lot of sin. Ask Him for forgiveness. And ask Allah to forgive our family wherever they are. For the family who are not yet Muslim, ask Allah for guidance. May Allah open their heart. Don't give up. Then, before Maghrib, we will alert all of you. Because we do not want to coach you about making dua. Everybody has his own dua. Some people, they train you that you wait for the Imam to come. And the Imam will make a long dua, sometimes in Arabic, and you don't even understand until there's no time for you to make your own dua. We don't do that because the Prophet said, make your own dua. Yeah. Whisper to Allah. When you ask Allah sometimes, Allah do not like you to scream, "Oh Allah!" No. Allah said, "Ud'u'un. Ud'u rabbakum tadurru'an wa khufiyya." You lower your voice. Whisper to Allah. He's all hearing. Yeah. Talk to him. That's how you make dua. That dua, you start with Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Adab dua. Then you ask. Then before Maghrib, everybody have to come in back to the camp, get that belonging ready. We have to move out because we have to start to move when sunset. Yeah? We are not praying Maghrib, Isha, that. We are moving to Muzdalifah. We are going to Muzdalifah. Out already. And that is the time, brothers and sisters, I always remind those who are very sensitive with their stomach, be careful of your food. Yeah, like I said, you have 100,000 of toilets, but you have millions of people. Do we have a mobile toilet? Kita ada set mobile toilet.
Mobile toilet tu kita cuba rekaykan.
Yeah, cuba standing, especially Muzdalifah.
Itu kita ada, kita buat selepas. Tapi orang malu nak.
Tak biasa. The mobile toilet is for emergency. I used to do that mobile toilet. Of course, you have the tent to cover. But if you
toilet dalam bas,
toilet in the bus also you can do. You be careful because you will reach Muzdalifah almost Isha time, or near to Isha, or maybe after Isha. When Isha is in, then we start to find the location where we want to rest and overnight, and we will pray Maghrib Isha. Maghrib 3 rakat, Isha 2 rakat, Jama'. And then we have time. Whoever at that point of time when we arrive there, there is still a lot of people who are not there yet. They are just starting to move. Normally a lot of people don't move. Those who understand the Sunnah will move. Those who don't follow the Sunnah, they will stay until midnight, then only they start to move. But there's a lot of people who are walking and they are coming in. Without you realize sometimes, suddenly you look at the back, everybody is there. Yeah. Things change very fast over there. When you are there, maybe you find that, this one spot, some group, another spot, a lot of space. But after a while, you see, that's why you want to go to the toilet, anything, we'll let you go. That time, Alhamdulillah. Yeah? 3, 4 people queue, Alhamdulillah. But when time after 10 p.m. and you see, suddenly, if you rest, you doze off, you wake up, everybody is around you. And sometimes if you land on the wrong spot, people want to go to that they will cross you. Even you're lying down, the ihram will come and touch you. They don't care. People just want to go to that direction. So we must find a good place. May Allah make it easy. So when you are there, Maghrib Isha, and then you rest, that is the place you can start to pick your pebbles. Batu. This size. You don't have to have the big one. Yeah, just size like that. You have a lot of stone here. Sufficient 7, but you can, if you want, to collect 70 for the whole Jumrah. But if there's only 7 stones, just 7 stones. You can pick at Mina, no problem. Yeah. It's not necessary to pick everything from here. Yeah. But if you want, you can pick, no problem. Get everything ready, and then you rest. You make dua, whatever dua you want to ask, rest for Fajr. On the 9th, on the 10th of Zulhijjah, after Fajr, we make a short prayer, then we are moving back to Mina. Where's Mina? Going back to Mina. Muzdalifah, they make the wrong kind of arrangement. You have to go to Mina first. We go to Mina, and then after Mina, normally we go back to our tent. When we back to the tent, if possible, everybody is healthy, we will then proceed to Jumrat al-Aqaba here. Because our tent is somewhere around there. Walk back to Jumrat al-Aqaba to throw the first throw. 7 members, only 7. Now I want to alert all the Jama'ah. We are coming from Mina. This is Aqaba. The Prophet ﷺ want us, each time we want to throw the Jamrat, your right face Arafah, your left shoulder face Kaaba. So you don't stand from here. People will just stand from everywhere and throw. The Prophet wants us to walk and stand this side. Face your left, face Kaaba, and then you throw. Bismillah, Allah. 7 times. And whatever intention, make sure that whoever who are a smoker, this is the best time for you. So, oh Allah, I do not want to smoke anymore. But you don't throw your cigarette there. You just throw your habit. Yeah? All the addiction you have between Allah, throw it. Allah can help us. Nothing is impossible. You ask Allah for help, you make an effort, Allah will help you. Yeah? 7. After that, you walk further up. This is the only time the Prophet said make dua for Jamrat al-Aqaba. The next day, you throw 1, 2, 3. After this, the first one, you make dua. Second one, dua. Third one, no more dua. The dua only apply for the first Jamrat. The first on the 10. 11, 12, 13, after throwing, you don't stop for making dua. Only first, you do dua, and this dua, you can raise up your hand. Yeah, and ask Allah whatever you want. Then, if everybody is ready, we were prepared to go down to Mecca to make our tawaf ifadah, tawaf Hajj and Sa'i. Then when you finish that, you can cut first your hair, tahlul, and you get ready to go down, and you can change your ihram to normal dress. Now you are free again. But you cannot have any intimacy with your partner until you make tawaf and Sa'i. Tawaf ifadah and Sa'i. Then totally free. If not, then you still have to take care of your relation as husband and wife. Okay? So it's good. The Prophet will go down and make tawaf and Sa'i to clear everything. Okay? So we hope that everybody is healthy. We'll try to do that. Okay? And then we are back in Mina. We must be back in Mina before Maghrib. Because the Prophet wants you to overnight. Day 10, tomorrow, you can go back, walk after Fajr. We slowly walk back to our camp, our hotel. Then you have a better rest. You can wash yourself better. Then after Asar, we walk back to Mina. Throw our throne, 1, 2, 3, and then go back to the tent and sleep again. The next morning, then we will walk back to the hotel. Our hotel is nearby, so worth walking back. At least you can rest, proper rest. You can wash yourself properly. And then after Asar, back again. And then we throw the Jumrat. We overnight again. We may overnight until three nights. Until Nafal Sani, the 13th. Then Mina have no function anymore. Yeah? Then we are going back to the hotel, and then we just stay there, do whatever you have to do, pray. We have ongoing classes. Until the 15th, we are moving back to Mecca, where our hotel is. Then from there, we can start to make a lot of tawaf sunnah. Tawaf sunnah, no sa'i sunnah. That's all about the movement of Hajj. Any question from the Jama'ah? Any question?
So, on the 9th, in Yawm al-Arafah, for those who are healthy and have the strength, would you recommend us to go to pray in the masjid?
We do not encourage. Of course, the khutbah is in Arabic. We don't understand. The second thing is not what is the distance is quite a distance, and the worst thing is you do not know. Yeah? When you walk in, the situation is different. After prayer, the whole environment changes. That is why we tried before, and then we found out our people get lost. You know, in Arafah you get lost. Almost impossible to see each other again in Arafah day. Why you can get lost? You may walk like this, you know this is the road. But after prayer, after khutbah, there's a lot of traffic movement. They just arrive, they park here, they park there. You are lost. Even when we go together, when you come out, we are lost. Why? Because the south, there's so many transportation around there. So you cannot just walk, all the group follow like this. Somebody will cut off, you go this direction, you're gone. That's how tricky the situation in Arafah. I don't encourage. Through my humble experience, I worry. Because the husband may go. If the husband get lost now, the wife is worried. It's not only you. If you are alone, alhamdulillah. But if you have your wife, your mother who depend on you, or your sister depend on you, suddenly they're waiting for you, you're not back yet. You know? And sometimes rehydration took place. Those who are not used to be under the sun for 45 minutes. You know, people shed tears with blood because of the heat. My Jama'ah have that experience. They shed tears with heat and with blood. So that's why we don't encourage. But those who are alone, if they want to try, we never stop them. Or we just have to alert them. When you miss the tent over here, that means you are not with us with Muzdalifah. You don't know where you're going anymore. Then you have to find your way all the way back to Mina. Maybe you know the tent, yeah, the number of the tent, but that's why we don't encourage. Yeah. Through our humble experience, we don't encourage. Even I'm ready, I have no problem. But I cannot do it because I have Jama'ah. Any other question? First? No.
After the starting of Aqaba, do we do that